Hi everyone, my name is David and this is All Things Sacred. So the video cut out before I was able to finish reading the last three texts. These three are to be read after the Devi Mahatmyam, and they are optional, whereas the other ones are normally always done with formal recitation of it. They're all called Rahasyas. The first one is called the Pradhanika Rahasya. The king said, Om, Blessed One, you have told me about Chandika's manifestations. Be pleased, O knower of what is sacred, to speak of their essential nature. Accepting my reverence, O twice-born, tell me everything of the Devi's true being, and by what manner, by which ritual I am to worship. The seer said, This is the supreme secret, and it is said that it should not be divulged. But look how devoted you are. There is nothing I would not tell you, O king. First and foremost is Mahalakshmi, who holds the three forces of creation. She is the supreme sovereign. She is both defined by form and indefinably formless. Having manifested in every way, she abides in everything. She holds a citron, mace, shield, and drinking vessel. On her head, O king, she bears a serpent, linga, and yoni. Her complexion is the color of molten gold, and like molten gold, her ornaments shine. She filled the entire void with her radiant light. Seeing the entire universe a void, the Supreme Sovereign conceived a surpassing form through her power of tamas. She became a woman, shining black like beryllium, teeth glistening in her lovely mouth, her eyes wide, her waist slender. Her four hands adorned with sword, drinking cup, head, and shield, her neck garlanded with strands of headless torsos, and a necklace made of skulls. The Dark One, this fairest of women, asked Mahalakshmi, Mother, give me my names and deeds. Salutations to you again and again. Mahalakshmi answered her, the Dark One, fairest among women. I give you the names you will be known by and the actions you will perform. Mahamaya, Mahakali, Mahamari, Kashuda, Trisha, Nitra, Trishna, Ikavira, Kalaratri, Duratyaya. These are your names, and their meanings will be revealed by your actions. Understanding your actions through them, whoever reflects on them will attain happiness. O king, when she had spoken to her thus, Mahalakshmi, through her surpassingly pure power, known as Saswa, assumed another unequaled form lustrous like the moon. She became an exquisite woman, holding prayer beads and goad, veena and book, and to her Mahalakshmi gave names: Mahavidya, Mahavani, Bharati, Vak, Saraswati, Arya, Brahmi, Kamadenu, Vedagarbha, and Dishvari. Then Mahalakshmi said to Mahakali and Mahasaraswati, Goddesses, bring forth couples, male and female, according to your own natures. Having spoken thus, Mahalakshmi produced her own female and male couple, born of the golden womb, resplendent and seated on a lotus. The mother called the male Brahma, Vidhi, Virincha, Datar, and she called the female Shri, Padma, Kamala, Lakshmi. Likewise, Mahakali and Bharati each produced a couple. I shall tell you their forms and names. Mahakali brought forth a blue-throated, red-armed, white-limbed, and moon-crested male, and a white female. He is Rudra, Shankara, Stanu, Kapardi, and Trilokana. The woman is Trayi, Vidya, Kamandenu, Bhaska, Sara, and Swara. Mahasaraswati brought forth a shining white female and a blue-black male, O king. I shall tell you their names. His are Vishnu, Krishna, Krishkesha, Vasudeva, Janardana. Hers are Uma, Gauri, Sati, Chandi, Sundari, Subhaga, Shiva. In that way, the three young women at once assumed maleness. Those who are able to see will certainly see, but not the rest who remain uncomprehending. Then, O king, Mahalakshmi presented Trayi as a wife to Brahma, Gauri to Rudra, and Shri to Vasudeva. Virincha united with Virincha united with Svara and created an egg. The blessed heroic Rudra, together with Gauri, broke it open. Within the egg, O king, was the primary matter, destined to evolve into all the universe, moving and unmoving, consisting of the five gross elements. Keshava, together with Lakshmi, nourished and protected it. Mahashvara, along with Gauri, dissolved all the universe. O great king, Mahalakshmi is the supreme sovereign, the true essence of all that is. She is both formless and with form, bearing various names. She can be described by different names, yet no other name can she be truly known. The second one is the Vaikrtika Rahasya. The seer said, Om, the Devi who appears manifest in three ways, as containing the three gunas, as dark and as brilliantly pure, is called Sarva, Chandika, Durga, Bhadra, and Bhagavati. She is said to be Vishnu's mystic sleep, Mahakali, whose energy is Tamas, whom Brahma, seated on the lotus, prays that she might destroy Madhu and Kaitaba. She has 10 faces, 10 arms, and 10 feet. She is lustrous as collyrium. She shines radiantly, as if garlanded with her 30 eyes. O king, even though she is of frightful appearance, with glistening teeth and fangs, she is the beauty and form, the foundation of all loveliness and great splendor. She bears the sword, arrow, mace, spear, discus, conch, and sling. She carries the iron club and bow, and a head dripping with blood. She is Vishnu's deluding power, the inscrutable Mahakali. When pleased, she brings all that is moving and unmoving under her worshippers' control. She who emerged from the bodies of all the gods as boundless light is Mahalakshmi, who contains the three energies, and who became embodied as Mahisha's slayer. White is her face, deep blue her arms, brilliant white the orbs of her breasts, red her waist, red her feet, deep blue her arousing shanks and thighs. Many-colored is her lap, bedecked with multi-hued garlands and raiment. She is variously anointed and abounds in a beauty that is pure loveliness. Although she has 1,000 arms, she should be worshipped in 18-armed form. The weapons here described proceed in order from her lower right hand. Prayer beads, lotus, arrow, sword, thunderbolt, mace, discus, trident, axe, conch, bell, and noose, spear, staff, shield, bow, drinking vessel, and water pot. She whose arms are adorned with these weapons, she who is seated on the lotus. The sovereign who encompasses all the gods, this Mahalakshmi, is to be worshipped, O king. Doing so, one becomes the master of all the worlds and of the gods. She who is born from the body of Gauri, and who embodies the soul energy of Sattva, is proclaimed to be Mahasaraswati, the destroyer of the demon Shumba. In her 8 arms she carries the arrow, pestle, spear, discus, conch, bell, plowshare, and bow, O king. When worshipped with devotion, she grants omniscience. She is the goddess who crushed Nishumba and destroyed the demon Shumba. Thus, O king, the nature of the Devi's embodied forms has been told to you. Hear how the mother of the world is worshipped in her individual forms. When Mahalakshmi is worshipped, Mahakali and Mahasaraswati are to be worshipped on her right and left. At the back are the 3 couples, Brahma and Saraswati in the middle, Rudra and Gauri on their right, and Vishnu and Lakshmi on their left, with the 3 goddesses standing forward. The 18-armed Mahalakshmi is in the middle, the 10-faced Mahakali on the left, and the 8-armed Mahasaraswati on the right. Mahalakshmi is to be worshipped as the primary deity. When this 18-armed form is worshipped, O king, along with the 10-faced and 8-armed forms, then on the right and left, time and death should be worshipped to allay all misfortune. When the 8-armed slayer of the demon Shumba is worshipped, her 9 Shaktis should be worshipped, and also Rudra and Vinayaka, with the hymn that begins Salutation to the Devi, the Aparajita Stuti. One should honor Mahalakshmi. In the worship of the 3 manifestations, the verses of their respective hymns should be uttered. The 18-armed slayer of Mahisha is to be worshipped as foremost, for she herself is proclaimed as Mahalakshmi, Mahakali, and Mahasaraswati, the great ruler of all worlds, reigning over the virtuous and the wicked. One who worships Mahisha's slayer becomes master of the world. To Chandika, the upholder of the worlds, who is tender toward her devotees, one should offer worship, with oblations and the like, with adornments, with flowers perfumed with sandal paste, with whole blossoms, incense, and lights, and with all manner of food offerings, with blood sacrifice, flesh, and wine, O king, and with prostrations, the ritual sipping of water, and sweetly fragrant sandalwood, with offerings of camphor and betel nut, all made with complete devotion. On the left, in front of the Devi, the great decapitated demon Mahisha should be honored, having attained union with her who is supreme. On the right side in front, the lion, who is the whole and mighty Dharma. The Devi's mount should be worshipped, for he sustains all that is moving and unmoving. With one pointed mind, the wise one should sing her praises. Then with folded hands should praise her with these episodes of the Devi Mahatmyam, or by the middle one alone, but not by one only of the other 2, or by chanting half an episode, for that would create a weak point in the recitation. Circumambulating the deity reverently with hands folded on the head, one should vigorously ask for forgiveness again and again from the sustainer of the world. With each verse, one should make an oblation of milk, sesame, and ghee. Or one can make an auspicious offering to Chandika with the verses of the Devi Mahatmya's hymns. With the mind turned inward and fully concentrated, one should worship the Devi with the salutation verses, the Aparajita Stuti. Intent on devotion, with hands folded and head bowed in reverence, deeply collected in oneself, one should meditate on the Supreme Chandika for a long while and become filled with her. One who daily worships the Supreme Sovereign in this way, having accordingly experienced all enjoyment with this passion, attains union with the Devi. If one does not always worship Chandika, who is tender toward her devotees, his merits will the Supreme Sovereign bum to ashes. Therefore, O King, worship Chandika, the great ruler of all the worlds, in the prescribed manner, and you will attain happiness. And then finally is the Murtirahasya. The seer said, Om, she who will be born to Nanda and named Nanda Bhagavati, when praised and worshipped with devotion, will grant mastery over the three worlds. Her beauty shines like the finest gold. Her garments are of golden brilliance. Golden is the Devi's splendor, and of pure gold are her adornments. Lotus, goad, noose, and conch grace her forearms. She is Indira, Kamala, Lakshmi, Shri, seated on a resplendent lotus. O faultless one, the goddess of whom I now speak is called Raktadantika. I will describe her true nature. Listen, for it allays all fears. Red is her clothing, red her body, red the ornaments on all her limbs, red her weapons, red her eyes, and red her hair. Great indeed is the terror she inspires. Red are her rending talons, red her teeth, and red her fangs. As a wife is loving toward her husband, the Devi loves the person who is devoted to her. She is expansive like the earth, and her two breasts are like Mount Meru, full, heavy, massive, and alluring. Firm and exquisite, they hold the milk of perfect bliss. With these breasts that satisfy all wants, the Devi nourishes her devotees. She carries sword, drinking vessel, pestle, and plough, the Devi known as the Red Chamunda and Yogeshwari. She pervades the entire world, moving and unmoving. One who worships her with devotion extends throughout the universe. As a woman attends her beloved, the Devi attends one who constantly turns the mind to this wonderful hymn, to Raktadantika. Shakambhari's color is blue, her eyes like a blue lotus, her navel deep, and her slender waist adorned with 3 folds of skin. Her breasts are firm, even, and full, rounded, plump, and solid. Reposing on a lotus, she holds a handful of arrows, a lotus blossom, and all manner of flowers, tender plants, roots, fruits, and vegetables, in dazzling abundance, with taste to please every palate, said to remove all fear of hunger, thirst, and death. The Supreme Sovereign bears a bow of glittering splendor. She is celebrated as Shakambhari, Shatakshi, and Durga herself. Free from sorrow, subduing evil, allaying difficulty and misfortune, she is Uma, Gauri, Sati, Chandi, Kalika, and Pavarti. By praising Shakambhari, contemplating her, repeating her name, worshipping her, and surrendering to her, one quickly obtains the everlasting reward of food, drink, and freedom from death. Bhima also is colored blue, with shining fangs and teeth, a wide-eyed woman with full round breasts. She holds a glittering scimitar, drum, head, and drinking vessel. She is called the solitary warrior, Kalaratri, praised as the granter of desires. Brahmari, inviolable within her encircling light, is a many-splendored goddess anointed with various perfumes and adorned with multi-hued gems. With multicolored bees in hand, she is sung of as the great pestilence. Thus, O Lord of the earth, are explained the incarnations of the Devi, of the Mother of the world, of Chandika, renowned for satisfying every desire. This is the supreme secret, which you must not divulge to anyone. This explanation of her divine embodiments that yields the desired results. Therefore, with unflagging perseverance, repeat the Devi's name unceasingly. By proper recitation of the verses of the Devi Mahatmya, you will be released from your offending acts acquired over 7 lifetimes, even those as heinous as the slaying of a Brahmana. Meditation on the Devi is, I proclaim, the greatest of secrets, and if you persevere, it will grant the fulfillment of your every desire. So yeah, that's the concluding texts that are often read at the end of the Devi Mahatmya. And I will be doing commentary here soon on the Devi Mahatmya. I have the notes and the text highlighted, and I probably will go through and highlight these last few texts too. Some of them are very strong in their wording, very, very potent in their expression. So I want to thank you all. Have a great night. Jai Ma. That means victory to the mother, and victory to mother, and yeah, Jai Ma. Good night all.